So much heavy emotion as some Canadians have been able to exit Gaza for the first time since the war began, but hundreds remain. And what we're hearing is that for Canadians stuck in the north, traveling down to the border has become increasingly dangerous.
Our families are not south near the border, they are up north. And we're still waiting for them to make their way down to the south.
Palestinian Canadians from across the GTA are sharing stories of their loved ones and their struggle to get out of the war zone. Samah's father was on vacation visiting family in Gaza City when the war began. And she says the only way he can make it out is to travel on foot through checkpoints, airstrikes, and possible ground battles.
I heard today that they can't even carry luggage with them. They can't carry anything. They have to have their hands up once they get to a point. And then they have to walk for 6 kilometers. 6 kilometers on foot. A 73-year-old, 6 kilometers on foot with his hands up, with stuff on his back. But it's a death sentence.
Rana's husband is a Canadian doctor who's also trapped in the north. He was there visiting his ailing parents and has spent the last month working tirelessly in the hospitals. She says he's still waiting for the green light from Ottawa to head to the border.
Every phone call is a tightrope walk between hope and despair, never knowing if this will be our last exchange.
And Rana also fears her husband won't survive the journey south.
My own family members, I have my cousins who tried to cross for safety, and now we have nothing to know about them. They've vanished. The situation has spiraled from dire to downright impossible.
Even with the first cohort of Canadians crossing over into Egypt, it brings little hope for those who still have loved ones waiting to leave. This group is calling on the Prime Minister to demand an immediate ceasefire and says the evacuation process is riddled with failures.
Prime Minister's office should take direct control of the evacuation efforts to ensure the safety and expedited return of all Canadians. And that's a demand. That's a demand. I call upon my Canadian government to make a difference, to rectify what they have done. Canadians are among the last foreign passport holders to leave Gaza. Why?
Shame.
Why? Shame on you. Shame on you.
Now, these families keep hammering home that every minute spent in Gaza is a risk for their loved ones and tell me sometimes they go days without knowing if they're dead or alive. In Mississauga, Shauna Hunt, City News.